Speak quickly. Greetings. Greetings.
A deadly raid squad is a happy raid squad. Practice your skills using
Replenishing.
our state-of-the-art golems.
Endurance running low. Not enough endurance.
must like pain. and when you've killed those swords, they will basically drop a sword on the ground that can be picked up as a skill. On his next slam attack, he will spawn shields. Thank you. The shields will have a CC bar that will need to be broken before they can be burnt down. And they also have basically a circle area effect around them that will basically hit you with all the debuffs. Confusion, bleeding, etc. So break the CC bar, then kill them, and they will drop a shield that can be picked up as a skill. The sword skill that you will get from the swords can be used on the shields to completely break their CC bar, or it can be used on the boss to apply a stack of fractured to him, which means he will take more damage, and really helps with our DPS efforts. After the 3 slam attacks, he will do a thunderclap when he has both arms. And for that, what we will need to do is stack up together, and any of us who have collected shields will need to use those shields so that we don't all die from the thunderclap. He'll repeat this pattern of 3 pulverize attacks followed by a thunderclap until we kill his arm. Make sense so far?
Yes.
Yep.
Good. Once we've killed his arm, he will start an orb phase, and he will spawn 3 types of orbs that he will draw towards him. Purple orbs, which hurt, don't touch them. White orbs. White? Green. White. I don't remember their colour.
They're green. They're still
They're green?
green, but they've
Okay, they're
got
still
yeah.
Yep.
So but
whitey green.
yeah
He will
they've got
spawn
like
green
a
orbs.
circle around them. Yeah.
Yep. He will spawn green orbs that are just green orbs. Those are sword orbs. And he will spawn green orbs that have an outline around them, and those are shields. We'll need 2 people for the shields and 2 people for the swords. And your entire purpose during that orb phase is to run around and collect up, or try to collect 10 charges of swords or shield respectively. If you aren't collecting those, you will go and stack at arrow when Anna puts the arrow on the map for us.
Oh.
Hint, hint.
There you go.
Alright, you will go and stand there and just hit the boss while we collect the swords and shields. Once his orb phase has finished, somebody will use their stack of swords on him to apply the debuff while we continue to hit his face, while those of us who have collected shields will wait for his junk wall attack and put those up to protect against that. He'll basically fire this huge line of basically junk at us, which will kill us if we don't have enough shield charges. At which point he will bring his face down right in front of Arrow, and we can beat him up the same way we do to Shadow Behemoth. Because it's basically the exact same, in your face, let me hit you sort of system. Once we finish that burn phase, we move on to his second arm. And this will use a similar sort of pattern where he will do 3 slam attacks, and he'll continue spawning alternatively shields, swords, shields. He'll just pick up his pattern right from when he left his last arm. Except instead of a thunderclap attack, he will do what's called falling debris, and you'll just get a lot of orange circles on the platform. Ideally, if you're carrying a charge of shield or sword, don't let that falling debris hit you, because it will remove that charge. We continue repeating that pattern until we kill his second arm, and we move into a second orb phase. Same deal as the previous one, 3 types of orbs, except that this time we will go and stack at circle. And the reason we do that is that after we have gone through the second phase, we want to be at circle because he will spawn 2 junk walls. For at circle, we are able to use 1 set of shields to protect against both junk walls, and we'll be able to have a second set that is there ready for the thunderclap that he'll do immediately after the burn phase. Words are escaping me because I'm cold.
Oh, are you feeling okay? You're not.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. It's
Okay.
just the temperature has dropped, so.
Oh, okay. Sorry, where were you exactly? Were you
We're at
explaining?
Circle, and we are doing the burn phase there. Shields you don't need to worry about.
Yep.
During this
So,
second burn phase, once again, those of you who collect swords will be using them on the. Didn't go. Okay, that might be a different system. Yeah. With a high enough DPS, you can stay at
in the
arrow,
center,
and
yeah.
you can phase the boss so that you don't get hit
Yeah.
by the second junk wall.
So that would be a
Um,
25%. So
Yeah,
if you can
that
dip
requires
to 25%
pretty high
quick enough.
check. But yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Similar. But standing at circles that gets us past this because the shields will protect against both junk walls. While we're at circle, you'll be using your swords on the boss again, and we'll do as much damage as we can. Don't move from circle. Once we're at circle, we stay there. And the reason for that is that once we're past that burn phase, he will be using. No, he'll get both his arms back, but he will try to use both of them if we're in range for both of them. By staying at circle, we only have to deal with one arm and one set of adds. The other reason we want to clear those adds really quickly is that if there is a sword and a shield spawned together, what they do is they fuse together into a conjured warrior, which basically gets the benefits of both the sword, unholy high damage, and the shield, where it has a CC bar that has to be broken before you can kill it. And the basically area around it will give you debuffs if you're in range.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that is everything we need to worry about.
That's about everything, but there's a strategy that more organized groups use at the very last phase or the second burn phase of the junk fall, where they will engage both arms.
Yeah, for the extra swords.
Yep, that's right, to trigger the orb phase and then use the greatswords to quicker kill off the remaining arm. But we probably won't use this strategy.
Nope, that's fair. I usually say hold on to the sword skill and then use the sword skill to target the shield, because it makes the shields a lot easier. Glad you approve.
Yep.
So I'm happy to do shields. Anna, would you like to do the other set, or would you like somebody else to do it and you go to Arrow to heal?
I might. We could actually just try to heal at arrow, and I'll probably do that. Yeah.
Righto.
Go to arrow and heal.
I certainly don't mind. Will that give us enough stacks of it?
Sorry, Nina, what was your question?
I was responding to Grata. Using as you go. So are you talking about when the swords spawn as adds or as the orbs? Oh, I see. I don't mind if you try that. Anna, do you mind?
No, because that's a strategy that actually works, and that's for kind of more not organized, but more experienced groups. So
By all means, then Grata, go for it.
Yep.
So we don't need a second person on swords. Would anybody else like to go over shields with me?
so for the orb phase, we probably don't need another person, but
Oh, okay, for the orb phase. No, that's no
yeah.
problem.
So for the arm phase, we might just need one more.
For the arm phase, if there is a shield on the ground, pick up the shield, because honestly, that's safer than leaving it there for the Don't follow me, please. You will die during the orb phase. I don't know.
Okay.
As a DPS, if you know how the mechanic goes, then you're in the best position. Grata has queried to go for solo swords.
Okay, so he just wants to do the entire thing by himself. Alright. That's fair enough. Okay, so Nina, you're on shields?
Yep.
Okay. And we just might need one more person for shields for that, especially that orb phase, since I'll be healing in the middle.
Yep. So if we can get one other person for those, particularly since once we go to circle, we need at least 2 people holding shields, so we can coordinate.
So you need someone to collect shields
Yes.
Yes, please.
on the
During
when
the
he's
orb
doing
phase.
that phase. I forgot
Yes.
what it's called.
Orb phase.
Orb
Basically,
phase.
he draws a whole bunch of orbs to himself.
So I will be running and collecting shields. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So those are the circles with a circle around them.
Alright, I'll do a ready check.
Wait. You need to make us
Our
two
teams.
subgroups.
Oh, thank you so much for reminding me of that. Okay.
Replenishing.
And dodge. Nice. If you have blocks, you can also do the blocks. We have swords out.
I could
Pull them
outrun
into the
it.
middle. That would be great.
Here come the flames.
Yep. Clear these swords. And dodge. I was late on that. I apologize. We have shields coming out. So if you've got a sword skill, please use it on the shields. Get these shields down and dodge.
What are you talking about?
I see the border at last.
It's completely off. I apologize.
Replenishing.
We've got swords out again. Pull those in, getting rid of them. And stack and shield.
Stack.
Thunderclap.
Combination.
Nicely done. And dodge.
Not enough energy.
Breathe.
Very nice. We have shields coming out. If you've got a sword skill left over, please use it on shields. Clear these shields and dodge. Very nice. And we've got swords and shields out simultaneously. So if you've got a sword skill to use on those shields, please do so. We've got one Conjured Warrior. We've got 2 Conjured Warriors. Dodge.
Pull through.
Grab them.
Need help here.
Yes, very much ouch. Alright.
That's
That's alright. First run is always a little bit fiddly with a new group. So those conjured warriors are the reasons we want those swords and shields burnt down as quickly as possible. Each time they spawn.
So how do I pull the shields? I noticed
Okay.
that I
The shields and the swords, once they are killed, will drop down. And you will see them on the ground with a blue,
no, not that.
colors.
I'm
Not that?
using temporal curtain, but I cannot pull the shield.
You can't pull the shields, you can only pull the swords.
Only swords. Okay.
Only swords. So swords we can pull in to kill down with the arm. Shields we have to go to the shield. Shields also have AoE damage.
Time to do some real damage.
And dodge. And we've got swords coming out. They've just spawned, so if we can pull them in, that would be great.
Feel the fury.
Nice pull. Got at least one sword, two swords, one late one at the front. And dodge. You picked up a sword skill during that phase. Use it on a shield. Very nice. Got a couple more shields. Burn them down. Dodge. I was late for that, I apologise. We've got swords coming out, we can pull them in.
Got the target.
So the shields don't get them. Well, I've got one warrior. Stack and shield.
I could use a hand over here.
Well, that didn't go so well. That's alright.
Yep.
We got unlucky with where the spawns went that time, I believe. Because we had one shield left and it spawned about two swords right on top of it. Unfortunately. Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we don't.